Hello and welcome. Today we're going to tuck in to getting this Loop roller coaster fixed and ready. However, I don't know when it went live, but they have just added loads and loads of new different bits and pieces to the Lego website as well. So we're going to cover all of this in the FOMO Friday later on, kicking off at 8 p.m. this evening. There's lots and lots of bits and pieces to crack on with. This is just going to be a short live stream, and we're basically just going to wait and see what happens with regards to all these little bits and pieces. But there is some new stuff on here. Look at this first. I've gone on early on purpose because I just wanted to tinker with this for an hour or so before I got ready for the big live stream later on this evening. But if you go on to the Lego website and then you go over to newest, all of the different bits and pieces are now on there. So you've got the new London bus, which is a complete redo, just a bigger version, I think, because the other London bus was the 799 one, and that's now just looks like it's a bigger thing. Wouldn't surprise me. It's pretty much exactly the same, just a slightly larger scale. Then you have got some brickheads. So you've got Sully, Mike, and Boo for those brickheads. You've then got some Minecraft brickheads, I do believe, with the lemur and the fish stick figures. The upscale Blue Astronaut, I would imagine, would sell like wildfire, just like the Santa. And then also we have got the Winnie the Pooh. We've got the sunflowers and more Winnie the Pooh. We've got some George stuff. But don't forget, I was going to say, the stuff that's available for pre-order, you can get double points and the giveaway, but it doesn't include the new astronaut. So what are your thoughts on these? Are you a fan of these or not so much? Do you care about these at all? Very, very interested to see exactly what people think of these, because I think this will sell very well. I think it's the same price as the Santa. You do, by the looks of it, get a minifigure with this one. You get some sort of weird and wonderful robot thing with this one. Is it another one that goes in the head? Yes. So it's the same sort of design that they did with the first one, like the upscale one, which just had the red T-shirt and the blue trousers on. Again, they're pretty much going to be exactly the same. They will be the exact same scale. All of them will match up. So this is now our sixth. Digio, how are we? Yep. So we'll be taking a quick look at that in a second. The new Winnie the Pooh looks good. This looks all right. So yeah, you can see I will be tinkering with the roller coaster in the background, but we'll have a very quick look at these now, and then dive in to the other bits later on. But DGI says, have you seen the new Winnie the Pooh set reveal? I have. I need to have that even more than the Zelda. It has an exclusive new Pooh minifigure. Mark says hello to you, Mark. Everybody that's liked the video so far, thank you very much indeed. Well, as that is one we are talking about, let's jump to that one first, get an understanding of what's all this about. This is the first time I've seen it. So this is the first time I've seen these. I heard they were coming, but I've not actually seen the proper stuff. So is this the one that comes with a figure? Or is it the other one? Oh, it's in its foot. How sweet is that? Oh, very clever. So this will sell well. It's just going to sell well, isn't it? It's just, I just don't know what I could do with it, to be honest. Mark just got back from school. Good, as long as you're okay and you can relax now for the weekend. Yeah, I've gone a little bit earlier just because we've got a big late live stream later on. And I think I might just spend the next sort of half hour looking at these and then have a tinker with the Loop coaster. So what have we got? We've got half. It does look good, actually, to be honest. It does look nice. They are making these sort of more and more detailed. This kind of looks like almost the detail that they put into the Bowser-ish, with like all the different, like the ripples of Chub and everything like that, because they've got that on the Bowser across the stomach. 1,399 pieces, item number 43300, 18 plus. So the honey is separate to him, and you have got his house. That is your new exclusive minifigure. Is this one an exclusive print or not? Oh, I'm sorry, I had a bad week, but at least it's the weekend. So now hopefully you can just chill out a little bit and see exactly what's what. But no, there's some nice sets added to this. You've got all of the other characters on there. That's all of them, isn't it? From the Winnie the Pooh show. It's full head swivel and removable piece. They do look good. Those two minifigures do look smart. Yeah, so there's by the sounds of it, there's a Shrek set at about this scale, and then there apparently might be some CMF minifigures as well. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens with those. But it's 9 inches. It's not quite a base plate wide, and it's not quite a base plate tall, but it's a big thing. Okay. So the legs are quite. So it's just got a chubby belly, but the legs are quite skinny. There's a lot. Seems to be there's a lot more detail into the honey pot than the. I'm just looking at all the others. They're like the Mario and the Bowser and all that kind of stuff. They're like this. So if you've got them on your shelf, it'll match up. It'll match up quite nicely. But yeah, I think some people will be very, very excited for this. But of course, this is available for pre-order. And doing what we're doing later on this evening with FOMO Friday, you've got to make your decision of, do you want this day one with double points and the giveaway, or are you going to start backtracking some of the sets that you didn't realize that were on the list? Because there's lots of decisions to be made. But of course, this is at a much more expensive price point, where this really would get you something else that is going to be retiring sooner rather than later. So yeah, it is $139.99 for the Winnie the Pooh. Sticking on with the Winnie the Pooh branding, Piglet. So the Piglet birthday cake, $34.99, again under the Disney banner. That, I was going to say, it's very different to the figure, but I guess it's quite hard to squish its head in. So yeah, wouldn't say this one looks as strong as Winnie the Pooh, to be nice, but do like the box artwork at the bottom. So I wonder what else is going to be. Is it an anniversary, birthday or something? Ultrabricks, good afternoon to you. Hopefully your jet lag is not too bad. You've landed at the right time. Brand new sets have just been announced on the LEGO website. So we're going to cover these quickly. And then obviously later on, have a proper look at these. Then have a look at all the stuff that's going to be discontinued. And you guys are going to have to make a decision if you wanted to get something like this early, or start backtracking some bits and pieces. But it looks like we've got two Winnie the Pooh sets. And again, they've got the same design with the cake. So all of that seems to open up. That's a different way of doing it. What are the pins for? Oh, right. Okay, so that's all. So you just keep the pins in the whole time. So it doesn't have any actual tiling to cover over the bits. Okay, right. Well, there you go. It's a different age though, isn't it? It's at a different age, different price. So it's more for, this one's more for play than display, but both those two together work. And you can see you've got the honey pot. So you can see they are, I'm assuming, meant to go side by side. But Piglet, yeah, much, much cheaper than Pooh. They're going to sell, they're going to sell. People are going to go mental for them. I think the Astronaut's going to sell the quickest. That's why they haven't done it as a pre-order, because they know full well that everybody would take advantage of that on double points. So I'm not 100% sure why. And because when is this coming out? March. So when's Winnie the Pooh coming out? March. Oh, the Astronaut might be a direct to consumer, maybe. So that might be why they've done it that way. So they haven't got any competition. So you're just gonna have to wait. If we'll keep an eye out on that, because if that's available for pre-order on Monday after the double points finish, that is such a dirty tactic from Lego to do that, because they did do that with One Piece. And I was going to order the whole wave of One Piece on double points and have a whole new land up here. And they took it off double points. So I've just refused to buy it up until last night when I was looking at that set. But every time I remember that, I'm like, no, just out of spite, I won't pick it up, even if I like it. They're not selling many in China. Yeah, what is the deal with that in over there? Am I missing a reference? I don't know if you're talking about Winnie the Pooh or the space rocket. But again, this will be the exact same height as Santa. They're nice builds. They are nice builds. So they do look nice on display. But I mean, you've got a pirate one you can have now. You've got a couple of the others that you can have now. I wouldn't really recommend you trying to balance it like that because it will end up falling over. But yeah, they look nice enough. And we will be taking like the first sort of 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes tonight when the notifications go out. I'll cover this with Jay. And then we'll start going into all the sets that are retiring. But the new bus it's just bigger, isn't it? That's all it is. It's just bigger for $17.99. I thought this was going to be an airport exclusive, but I don't know if it is. I don't think it is. If it's on the LEGO website. I don't know. So if you want one of these for your collection, because this did go cheap, didn't it? Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend. So the brickheads that we'll have a look at later. You got the flowers, you got Pooh, you got George with a train. Looks smart. Tractors, and then we're into the smart play. So is he a fan of any of those? Are you going to pick any of them up? Shibo, I did see your comment. You're in for the double. You weren't lying. So the other stream's ready to go. So when this finishes, you guys and girls can just have a chit chat and just carry on if you're bored over in there. I just wanted to get this one, do this a slightly earlier stream, just to basically see what the timing worked like, because I haven't kicked off at 4 o'clock for ages. And I want to have a bit of a tuck into this, and then we'll get this repaired and finished over the weekend, because it has, as everything else in here, got a bit of damage. And because, of course, I use it as my camera holder, when the GoPro fell off, it landed on the top. Why are you not? There we go. The LEGO website's it's in a bit of a paddy at the moment. Loop Coaster from 2022. This is what we're looking at. View instructions. One booklet. So this is what I'm going to be doing. Where are we? This one. Loading slowly, loading slowly. Right, so this is the set that is to my left-hand side. It's a big thing. It is a big thing. It's just get this thing working. That's going to be interesting. The interesting bit about it. So I do kind of wish that I had the first two. I don't have the fairground mixer and I don't have the Ferris wheel. I do have the carousel. I do have. So I've got. I missed the 2015. I missed the 2014. I do have the 27. There was another carousel before that as well, by the way. It's like £1,000 now. It's really very, very expensive, the carousel. But I've got the 2017 carousel. I have got the 2018 coaster. I've got the 2020 haunted house. And then you've got this loop thing that came out in 22. And they've not done one since. But yeah, it kind of defeats gravity with how this thing works. So I've got to try. I'll put the track together first, see if I can actually get it repaired. So what I do what I did before. I'll keep that up in the background, and then you lot can kind of see what it is. But it's so tall that if I had you normal, which is about that high, it's only about half. It's stupid how big this actual loop coaster is. So I can only put this in certain places, but it does look quite smart. It's quite a big thing, as you can see. So I might keep it like that. But of course, the camera landed on here, which isn't exactly ideal. So it then broke the track on this bit. I've then got other random Technic bits, but at least with that track out the way, I think what you can see is you've got all the Technic gearing, which spins and moves around, and then it's got to activate all of the other bits and pieces, but I need to put it all on the track. So the chain at the moment is moving, but I don't know if it will pick up. Hang on. I'll go all the way back around the other way. I don't know if it will pick up the actual thing. So there, we're there now. No. Simple. Oh, here we go. Right, so that's how it works. But it's so slack. I think I've got too many links in it. But let's start pushing it all together. Clean it up. Because all of that is apart. All of well, that's now definitely apart. No, I do want to motorize these things though. I would like to. But no, I haven't motorized them. I haven't motorized them yet. Got wipes. A bit much when you've got to stand up fully just to reach the very, very top of it. And all of that needs to be pushed back together. But no, I do like these, obviously. Because the haunted house got broke as well. The camera landed on this in the haunted house. So I've got plenty of things to repair in between doing bits. But yeah, I know. But yeah, hopefully you're all good. I know you're all coming back. So this is just a bit of a fixer-upper before we do all the fruity stuff later on. And got to figure out who's going to be spending. There we go. That's cool. Literally, it's all hanging on for dear life. So I thought if I clean it all first, and I can start pushing it all together. Because the camera is propped up at the top, and when it's done, look, it's pulled it away. So the actual main shaft has come away from the support tower. But this is horrible to try and move as well. Horrible. But I don't know where else I could put it. I don't know. I would quite like to use it with the Ninjago stuff, or utilize it somewhere else. But I don't know where else I can use it. I don't think that bit's in the right place either. That looks all broken and wrong. Right, I have to work on this section by section. So I'll work on this towery bit first. Quick spruce up. Yeah, it's all detached itself. All right, get these instructions out and see what is what, shall we? Yes, it's not gone well. So my oop has fallen off. So I think what I've done, I've broken more than what I've repaired so far, which is great. But no, this is the thing with this. It's not ideal. Not ideal scenario, I'm not gonna lie. There we go. We're back as a loop. There we go. It's back attached. Yeah. Oh, it's so big. It takes up so much space. It really is going to be a funky thing. But yeah, because with the red one, it was just the chain, and then we start to sort of clamp everything down. But with how this is, if anything is off, it's not going to work. Like if any of these angles are off, or if the camera hit the top of this, because there's bits off. I don't even know you can see. So there's like bits off in here. I can't reach sat down. No. Well, we got the other one working okay. Right, so what we've got, bend, obviously, and then attached to there. So what are we missing? I don't think we should have a floater. So that was attached to that bit. I'm not actually looking at the instructions yet, by the way, which is never a good start. It just isn't right. So what bits are missing? What bits are missing? Ooh, that's exciting. It's not starting well. No, it's not. Right, that bit goes there. I can see where that bit goes. That's okay. So we're good. We're good for that bit. I think that bit's definitely fallen off. That bit goes on that bit just there. Right, this bit must be part of the back. Yes, right. Okay. So that is. Let's get this bit. I'm just gonna keep bouncing between things until I can actually figure out where everything else goes, because it did not go well. You've got the four bits in here. That's all been squished in on itself, because that's obviously supposed to come down there and then around that way. You've got a computer on the inside just there, and then that's your walkway through. So this is quite a nice little detailed build, this bit. So it's quite nice. Again, just give it a quick clean. Any ideas what I can actually use this for with regards to a theme? Because I'm obviously I'm trying to theme all of the bits and pieces, and I don't know what to do with this. I would happily move it, to be honest. I think it would actually look really nice behind you. If it had the ceiling height, I would like to go Ninjago Workshop, Red Coaster, Old Town, Loop Coaster, then have a display in front of the Loop Coaster, because it's not that deep. But I don't know. I don't know if that would work, because then if I did that, I've got all of the other bits on display, and I've got a huge amount of room just to my left for other bits. But I don't know. I don't know what to do, so I need people's ideas of that. And I don't know if you can see the stickers that are at the top of this one. Really difficult to show off there. So you've got them going around the loop on the camera. So you've got mobile phones, you've got people screaming, and then you've got a selfie with a dog is the other one. Oh, that is the archway through. So that has to click there. That has got to go there, like so. There's a minifigure stood right in the way. There we go. Right, hang on. No, stop falling over. Again, I'm only guessing. I haven't actually got the instruction booklet up. It's not going to go well. It's not going to go well. Not going to go well. You should see what I was like with the Falcon. Oh, that was against the wall. That Falcon was thrown. It's like, I am not playing games with the Falcon. Right, hang on. I know this is right at the end of the instruction book, so I will get that up on the screen. Let me just get the parts, and I'll share with you one or two bits and pieces of the instruction booklet, and then even tells you how to lift it as well, by the way. So here we go. In the found, there it is. It would literally snap in half. It really would snap in half. So you could motorize it if I wanted to. Would be nice to do. This is another Rebuild the World banner. There's your loop. That's what it's supposed to do, but mine is not doing that at the moment. I've got the tree in, so that's okay. There's your palm tree. So we're good with the palm tree. 666 on that. Where's that loop? What's that showing me? Because the band on the red coaster had snapped off and I didn't realise. So you got a lot of gearing on the... No, that band is still there, so that's okay. So that's attached. So we're a winner. We're a winner with that. Yeah, all of that's not going to fall off, is it? I know. I need I need a bit of facial hair just to... it was a strong bit of face, that was. Right. Have I built this correctly? Oh, the platform's removable, is it? That's helpful. There we go then. So if I take the actual whole thing off, so I'm currently on, as you can see, what's that, step 654. So I make that there, 654, so you can see that going together. Right, those two bits at the end. Right, all the bits are at the bottom. That's your loop on its arse end. I need to put that on the other side. That one goes on that side. And then we will... Falcon looked amazing. Difficult to think what they might do to improve the visually. Structurally, I've heard it's rough. Yeah. Well, so it does look incredible. It does look incredible. But no, structurally, it kind of falls apart a little bit. So I was quite disappointed, actually, with the Falcon when all that started to happen, because it's something that nobody says. If you hear about a set, you sort of brace yourself. But when you're doing bits and pieces and you think, hang on, you spend all that money for the pleasure of just being angry, sort of ruins it a little bit then. Like I'm ruining... Good afternoon, Lego King. How are you? How is summer, by the way? Hopefully you're all right. Hopefully she's all right. It goes backwards. That explains that one. What's it like on the other side? How does that desk go? I think it's like that. Not really going well. You go in. Right, that's the front. Right, I've done a thing. So the two front bits are in. I've just got to get the arse end up and on. But I don't know if they're supposed to bend over. No, bending forwards. Tipping it forward. There we go. All right, can't stop that from falling off again. Stop falling off. I remember crying trying to put this together last time. It keeps flattening like a pancake, and you need to get the back up like that. There we go. There you go. Those tears brought back good memories, and I've done it. So it's quite nice. It's quite nice looking cubit. Doesn't look too bad at all. Everybody that's taken part in the poll so far, let's have a look. So everybody's liked the video, thank you very much indeed. The poll with 7 votes in for where it is 57% for Winnie the Pooh, 14% for the new lot of brickheads. Those brickheads we will take a good look at later on. 14% for the new bus, 14% for the upscale blue astronaut. Yeah, the new brickheads look really smart. I think anybody that is a brickhead collector will want to be getting those, and you can get them now pre-ordered on double points if you wanted to. So that will be a game to be played. Now, because Summer is in the hospital at the moment, and I know Summer likes brickheads, let me show those off very quickly. So the new stuff that's literally been added to the Lego website in the last hour or so, you have got Minecraft and Monster Inc. So $19.99 for these three, coming on the 1st of March. What numbers are they? 9, 4.95, 2.96 under the Monster Inc. stuff. So again, if you're a fan of these, laughing. And if you wanted the Minecraft ones, what number are those? So you've got the these two. I could not tell you anything about these at all, but it's $19.99 for a pair. We normally are $9.99 each. So there you go. That's what you're getting for your money. If you're excited, happy days. Then it does not matter. But there you go. Something new potentially for you to order and build and do. They're out in, I don't know when they're out in. Look, when are they coming out? March. So they're all out in March. Right. So that is all of that fixed and repaired. But maybe I should keep that out the way for now. We don't know what's going to happen. It's more than likely going to get in the way of me trying to fix the track. So what I need to figure out is, after that goes on, what does the front of this look like? Painful, I think, is the polite way of putting it. It looks, there we go, it looks painful. Right, that track is attached. Oh, have I got to... Just playing with my Twizzler at the moment. Yeah, Turtles is supposed to be at some point, but I don't know when. Why is that actually? There's something not right with this chain. I don't know if it's broken. I put it back on as a pillock, or I'm lifting that up. There we go. There's a counterweight to it, but it is so unbelievably slack. Can you see how loose that is at the bottom? I wonder, I've got to take some of the things off. But I think I'm winding it the wrong way. I would have thought it would have to be wound forward. Doesn't seem, the chain doesn't seem right to me. If I pull that chain all the way out, look, it works. Okay. And then you're at the top. So it does get to the top, but it's a big old, it's a big old thing. Yeah, so Lego King says you try and link it to the red coaster. I think somebody's done that, haven't they? They've done a. Did they do a red and blue coaster combination? I don't know what that is on Rebrickable though. I'm hoping we get some sort of log flume or water ride this year, because they've never done one yet. So it'd be quite nice to. That'd be quite nice to do. Of course, if they actually want to do it. Right, how bad is that? Right, so I think the string isn't good. The string's stretched. That's not working. Not happy. That is not happy. Right, so what I'm about to do is I'm about to let go of this at the top, and this has one of two options. Is either going to hit itself on the loop and stop, it's going to fling off and hit the Avengers Tower, which will then knock the Avengers Tower down the loft ladders. Have you thought about putting it on eBay? Well, I like these, Ryan. I've got to have some sort of enjoyment. Right, I'm going to let go of it. How bad is this going to be? It's a blink and you miss, by the way. And we're away. We're away. Oh, well, that's a bit of a disappointment. Oh, balls. Okay. So, multiple things. Multiple things didn't work on that because that's not retracted. That's got run. I've never ever seen that get stuck there. So we got something new. Somehow it's made the tree get shaky. I don't know how that's managed. I've now got a bit of string. Can you see the string? That's just sort of doing something there. The autistic brick. Congratulations on your mock. Happy days. Yeah, because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be messing around with this potentially Saturday morning, and then we'll get it finished with a build on Sunday. This is actually going to be really painful because I think this is going to need to be stripped down. Can't be bothered to do that right now. So I think we're going to have to strip some of it down. I'm definitely going to have to take some of these off. I've got to figure out what's going on with the chain. Yeah, it's the complete opposite problem to the red one. I do like little things like this, though. They have added little bits of detailing because can you see the balloon? So there's a balloon there where my finger is. I think it's a tree in the way. Yeah, so there's a balloon there. Look, so I think that looks quite nice that there's one of those there. You've got like a lost property bin. You've got other little bits and pieces in this. I really don't know where to start. Do we try and just push it all down together first? Or... Oh, it's tight. Didn't even want to go around. Ooh. Tight on there as well. So my loops aren't right. Which means these aren't at the right angle, which means they're not upright. Okay. Because that should come round about 1,000,000 miles an hour. It stays there, and then this should, by itself, drop back down, which clearly it's not going to do because it's been, been annoying. So this should, like this, you ready? This should drop down like this. This is a counterweight at the back. And by the time that gets to the bottom, the thing's already gone all the way around it. That's how fast this thing is. It will literally break your neck. But now... is that going to do anything different? All right, so that's moving smoother, but I've definitely got to take some links out of that chain. I don't know how many to take out. That's not going to be fun. Right, that'd be job number 1. Then I've got to figure out the return of why that's not returning. Do not understand. But you should just be able to continue winding this around, and it should, look, just pick it up. You should take it to the top. So, again, it should, well, we'll see where it gets stuck this time. That's going up by itself. That's going up by itself. The chain is not happy. Right, that's been pushed on to the track. It's coming round, and it is away. Fantastic. That is honestly sensational. How can I have the only vertical drop roller coaster in existence and it doesn't even make it round the first loop? I mean, the thing's vertical. How can you not be going down? That is never a dull... hang on. Never a dull moment, but is this pulled away? Oh, I shouldn't slow it down there. There's nothing loose on the back end. I think it's just these angle bits aren't happy. Any ideas, Ryan, apart from selling it on eBay? Anybody else got any ideas of what currently is going wrong? I don't actually know. I'm just going to pretend that that's not stuck. I'm just going to leave it just in shot and just see if anybody that jumps in wonders what we're doing. Wonder if there's any rumours for any of the new ones coming out. So 2026. Fairground. Anything at all? Let's have a look. Just having a look, see in the background, because I haven't heard a single one of these mentioned. It's not ideas, is it? It is icons. What Lego icon set? Is there anything? No, there isn't. What a shame. Oh, there's nothing due. There's nothing to be rumoured as of yet, or anything that's potentially on the list, because there's a load of to be announced, but none of them will be the brick count, and none of them are at the price point. So, oh, what a shame. What a shame. So I'm just going to be sat here with a broken loop track, thinking, oh, I could have got another one this year, but no. Ryan's just pointed out a very good point. Ryan thinks there might be a problem with the loop. There seems to be friction in the yellow track width. Yeah, so it seems there's something not quite right on there. Right, so we're gonna de-support it, look, and see how bad it now runs. So I've taken the supports off. Come on, drop. Thank you. Well, at least I figured that bit out anyway. Just it's just stuck. Yeah, it's stuck. But I think it hits it so quickly. So I've taken it off. Are we ready? I've just got a very funny feeling that it might just end up hitting the Avengers Tower, and then it's just going to be miserable. Be funny, but miserable at the same time. So there you go. Have that as a view. I got a little bit further, I think. If you're taking screenshots, I think you got a little bit further. Oh, it's so tight. But the camera did fall on the track, so it's understandable. Oh, hang on. You didn't tell me that, did you? I haven't got that far on the track. Look, there's a support. There's a support wiggling in the wind there. I bet you that pushes everything over. Wait for it. Yep. Oh dear. I've just ripped it off. It's not gone well. It's just going bad to worse. This is right. Hang on. There you go, Ryan. Right. So that's my head. What did I just pull off? The whole thing? Yes. Yes. Oh dear. I did just pull off the whole thing. Oh no. It's getting worse. Right, so you get a huge amount more flexibility when that's not in. So that goes in that bit. That goes in on that bit. I'm assuming, again, I'm not actually doing this with the instructions yet. We're just making this up as we go. It's more fun. I know. I have honestly got images of it just launching into the Avengers Tower. I can see it. To be fair, that would be my luck, to be honest. That would be my luck. I have known things to drastically get a lot worse than this very, very quickly. So I am not shy of doing this because I've got no pride whatsoever. Right, that's pushed that up more now, so that's more stable. Where's the cart gone? She can stay in it, or she's going to get lost. It doesn't even want to. It doesn't even want to move there either. There's definitely a bit twisted in that part of that loop. Yeah, the blue upscaled astronaut from the Lego looks cool. Of course, they did an upscale baby variable. Of course, they did. Yeah, that's it. So you can put both of those. You can put both of those together. No, Ryan, it's just as horrendous. Look, which makes no sense at all. It just feels like the whole car. It's just wanting to come off the thing. There'll be like one thing in the wrong place. Like that, for example, wasn't clipped in. That's now just hung that part of the track off. To be fair, it is under quite a lot of stress. But a GoPro 8 did fall from all the way up the top and land on everything. So it's no real surprise it's not happy. It was working before that. Right, it's coming back around again. You can eyeball where it gets stuck. Down it comes. Different place again. Brilliant. Well, that baby astronaut now, that's going to be quite a lot of money, isn't it? Because the that new astronaut does look very, very impressive. I think they're going to sell quite a few units of those. So again, anyway, that's just sort of jumping in, wondering why there's a coaster stuck upside down. This is the new astronaut, and I think it's going to sell quickly. Not available for pre-order as of yet, but I think it will be. I think it will sell. I think it will do exactly what it needs to do, I would imagine. Yeah, I think it'll do exactly what it needs to do. So, is anybody going to be getting any of these sets, by the way? Does anybody care for them at all, or are you just there for the fun of it? Right. It feels like it should be like that. It feels like it's too squished. Now, is that support arm on at the wrong angle? This one here. I think it might be. But it feels like it's a bit tight. Ultrabrick says, luckily, no interest. No, that's it, exactly. I am just flopping up my image because I need to see where my support goes. No, that support is at the top. If that is in the right bit of those two, just feels like that angle's too vicious. Just found another piece. What's this? I've just found a thing and got a clue where that's supposed to go. Right, so supposedly that just looks too tight to me. Just looks too tight. But we'll try that. Try that and see what that does. Well, yeah, so let's have a quick look then at as we're talking about the upscale minifigures. As you can see, that chain is flapping like a pair of balls in the wind. That is, it is so loose. We are looking at upscale air. So that's what we're looking at. So you've got the pirate, don't forget, at the Lego house. You've got the wooden one that's retired. You've got the red jumper. You've got the Octan. So there's your 4 plus the pirate from the Lego house if you wanted it. So because the Santa looks great, but I have to sit them down because I don't trust them stood up. But I don't know what else I could do with those. That's why I didn't pick up, because the upscaled where it just says the upscale Lego minifigure, that's the minifigure outside the Lego house in Billund. That's why it's that color scheme. And then Octan, obviously everybody knows what the Octan is, and then obviously the upscaled is, well, we know what the astronaut is. But yes, there is a pirate coming, and apparently Ultrabrick says there's an upscale Darth Vader coming as well. So these do seem to be very popular. But I just don't know what I would do with the others. I don't know, because I would like to have them. You could have them as an entry exit into my theme park. It's something that I'm doing it from a theme park perspective, nothing else. but I just don't know. I just don't know. So as it stands at the moment, the Winnie the Pooh is 45% upscale. This one, the upscale blue one's at 27. Brickheads is at 18, and the new London bus is only at 9. Was there a Harry Potter one? Was it? I honestly cannot visualize what that upscaled. Let's have a look. So that's the wooden one's still available. I didn't think this was on the website. So this is the same scale, and this is for you to do whatever you want with, or you just keep it as wood. See, but I bet a lot of people didn't even know this was a thing. But it's just a wooden thing. This is the one that kicked it all off. They put this in at the Lego house. It was there, and that's what started it. So this is what kicked off the larger minifigure stuff, which was the wooden. But I didn't realize that was still there, because there's the other bus, so you can see what I mean. So you've got the current London bus is at £6.79, and the next one is just a slightly larger scale. It looks pretty, but it's actually the same by a larger scale, isn't it? So the Eiffel Tower. Gingerbread still on back order, but might be worth picking up, because this is what we're going to be talking about in a little while with regards to the FOMO Friday with me and Mr. J's Toy Collection UK. What do you do? When do you get the stuff? We had a look at all the sale stuff last night, and obviously we're not going to have time to re-look at all of that tonight along with it. But like, it's tough, isn't it? Because a lot of people will want the upscaled astronaut straight away, and then later on in the year go, oh, I don't have the money for a set that's going into an Insiders weekend. But you can get you could have got an ornament of the astronaut, because they're hot. Does anybody have the Hallmark collection stuff? They've been going for a while. So has anybody got the? It's basically a minifigure like you put on a Christmas tree. 76393. Let's have a look. See what that is. Oh, those two. Oh, of course it was. Yes. Well, I think the wooden one was out at the same time. I think because that wooden one's been out ages. I'll type it up in a second, because I'll get to the end, because I wonder if it's going to be within this bit. But no, I remember it now. I remember seeing the double. I remember seeing that in the Lego store in Bristol. Yeah, so it's snowballed. It's snowballed since then. There's the Old Trafford. Absolute sack of nonsense, that is. Oh, no, they haven't. So 76393. 76393. That's the two. So has anybody got these? Roaming Bricks, how did you get on with your build? Do you manage anything? We need an upscaled Oompa Loompa, which will also be full. Well, it will be full size, won't it? Well, this is very true. Exactly that. So this is the thing, because you can't get. With the Winnie the Pooh, you could order now double points with the giveaway, but the upscaled you can't. So, are people going to be patient and get the upscale on the next double points, or will they just want to get it straight away? But yes, I forgot about these two, because I bet these are worth a lot of money now. Was it just the two that they did? They didn't do the rest of them, did they? 2 bags done, 2 to go. Fantastic. Well done, Roaming Bricks. Roaming Bricks' birthday today, everybody. He's going out for a big bit of birthday cake later on this evening. So wish Roaming Bricks a happy birthday. So yeah, happy birthday again to you. But yeah, that's the you got. I completely forgot about those. But no, they look nice. We'll have a quick look at the Winnie the Pooh in a second, but they do look smart. Where am I there? Right, where are you now going to get stuck? Nearly there. There it is. That doesn't line up either, so that's wrong because that stops too low. Round it comes. Oh, we've got a change now. It's now not getting stuck. It's exciting. That is exciting. We've done a thing. It's changing, which is good. Yeah, you'll probably break your neck roaming if you went on one of these, to be honest. I know. What a moment to be alive for your birthday as you watch this just get stuck. It's now not sticking as much. I know. I want bad ideas only for this as well. What can actually be done? How did that? I'm going to take that bit off. Well, it's actually fallen off. I'm going to take that bit off and see, with that bit off, if it makes it round. One Brick Stud, good afternoon to you. Hopefully you are okay. We are literally just having a bit of a mess around and having a look at some of the new sets before the big FOMO Friday live stream with Jay in a little while's time. I can't get over the fact that chain is so biblically loose. Right, so now going to move back to Winnie the Pooh, just because I know you guys are wanting to talk about the new sets, and I am doing everything I can not to start taking this apart in this stream. So there's your Pooh Bear coming up onto your screen in a second's time. Is this anybody's cup of tea? Does anyone actually want this, or... Oh, you are joking. What a set that is. Does she know? It's going to be long, Ryan. People will panic because it's all the sets that are retiring. And Willy Wonka is going to be the highlight of the show. So surely you've got to get excited about a bit of Willy Wonka, Ryan. Surely. I'm going to be eating chocolate because it's Friday night. Not too much. It's just a FOMO thing of people panicking. So, day one, both of them. Day one for the good lady. So 139. Well, the thing is, though, will she order it now on double points and get the giveaway, or will she get it at store and not get double points? Because that's the thing with this one. You can actually do it now, and you are. In fact, I'm sure you are, even with a set that they've just put on here today. Yeah, you are. You're entitled to the Penguins and Love. Let me just take out whatever was in my basket from trialing this yesterday. Yeah, because I tried it with that yesterday, didn't I? Yeah. So you are getting 14 pounds in points at the moment. So Ultra Bricks it is, yeah, it is. End of this year, that and the X-Men Mansion, they are going to be retiring. Yeah, so I have to have a discussion with you, good lady, because both of the sets, I do believe. So this is what we're going to be covering later on, but obviously we'll do it now as well because it doesn't matter, does it? The bus is not, the Brickheads and the Upscale isn't, because I'm assuming they're going to be in-house exclusives to start with. The clogs, I'm afraid, Ryan, you're going to have to fight people off for those. But the Winnie the Pooh, both of them are available for pre-order. So you could get double points on both. I've done a pre-order once, and it arrived early. So I did the Natural History Museum, and it turned up like 2 days early. So you would have it there or thereabouts on the 1st, but that is both of them together. So it's food for thought, isn't it? Because that's why we're doing this stream now, because of the sets that people are wanting in retirement, the sets that people want now. You've got double points now as well. But yes, Ultra Breaks, there's some good Marvel stuff on the chopping block for later. I can't believe how many Mario is going as well. Good grief. Mario is getting absolutely butchered this year. Butchered. That now looks like it's wobbling even more. Why are you wobbling even more? Have I slipped you off the table? Ooh. Yeah, so this is it. This is it. So I think so. With that, then, John. So this is what we're saying just before John came in. So what I was showing off is they've been cheeky because at the moment, obviously, well, I say at the moment it's not available for pre-order. I just hope they don't do what they did with the One Piece and make it to double points. But who is getting the Spaceman day one, and who's going to wait until double points? Because you get a couple of extra quid, don't you? So yeah, choices are there, but it's exactly the same scale as the Santa. And as we found, do you have the Harry Potter ones, John? Because out of all the people, I would have thought John would have actually had those. Do you have the Harry Potter versions of these or not? Because we've got the wooden, so there's one wooden, 2 Harry Potter, a pirate, so that's 4. This will be 5. Octan is 6, Santa is 7, and then the red jumper is 8. So there's 8 of these to collect currently. In case anybody is collecting the upscale. I think all of them sat on a shelf would look really nice, but I can't figure out what else to do with them. So yeah, there's your upscale. Is it going to be in with the figures? High to low. There we go. So there's the wooden one. And then there's your Santa. There's your red jumper. And then there's the other 2. But did you get... Oh, so you have got the 2. So you got the 2 Harry Potter characters. Then it's just the pirate that you need. Okay. I will remember that when I go to the Lego house then. Because I will be going to the Lego house soon. So we will see what can be done. But the only thing is I can obviously pick them up for people. But obviously, if you're in the States, it's worth waiting until things calm down for the shipping costs, isn't it? So they do have a certain lifespan at the Lego house. That's the only thing. So that one came out year before last. There is a new one coming out in March. I don't know what that is going to be. But they do exclusive Lego sets at the Lego house. So in case, again, people are wondering what the hell I am talking about. Let's have a look. Oh, they've got a new wild animal theme. So 29th of January to the 17th of March, they're going to have a wild animal display. And bearing in mind, their display is inside. It's open to the public. You won't need a ticket. So all of these are the little bits and pieces are kicking off as well. And then you've got the different experience zones, look. So there's all sorts of different bits that you can do. It's clever that they're doing this Lego Academy now. Obviously, you've got to pay for it, but you do learn a lot, apparently. But that's what I find amazing. You can buy an unlimited pass for 694 Danish kroner, bearing in mind a ticket is 169. So you can see the combi price is 650, and that's the Billund. So that'll be, I don't know, what's that like? £60 in total for both entries to the Lego house and the Legoland Park, or you could do that for the year. Don't forget, it's got the huge shop in here as well. You've got all the history, you've got all the bits and pieces, and you've got unlimited building that you can do. Like unlimited building you can do. Lego store, that's what we want. So this is the Lego store. Are they going to show us the pirate? There you can see the pirate, but are you going to show it to us in detail? So you can build a Lego puppy on the Wednesday, on the 21st of February to the 22nd. Yeah, there's tons. This is the place to go. This is one of the better places to go as a Lego experience. It's ridiculous from an adult perspective and a child perspective. It's nuts because you just go into the basement and you've got the full history. So, so the wooden one, John, was one of the first ones to come out. It was missed by a lot of people, but it's actual wood. So I'll re-show that to you in a second. So that's the pirate one that John about. So I don't know if anybody has this, but you can see down the side they've been doing Lego House exclusives from 2017 and before, I think. So House of Creativity, you've got the duck, you've got the dinosaurs are on that one for 2019, the duck. 21 was the brick molding machine, which I actually have new in box still, which I'm never going to build. So if anybody would like a history of something from the Lego house, I do have one. Then you have 22 was this thing that's on the shelf just here. 23 is the pirate. 24, I think, was Fabuland. No, 24 was the different systems, I think. Fabuland was this one. So yeah, there's a fair few. There's a fair few of them, and obviously we'll have the new one for 26. The new one for 26 that's coming. So, yeah, the wooden one is literally wood. So it's exactly the same scale, and it's just got Lego engraved into its head. So it's nothing to build. It's just a wooden thing. That's what it is. So it's more expensive because it's wood. I have seen people color them. You can do whatever you want to it because obviously it's wooden. But I've been scouting flights now. Ultra Bricks. It's really annoying. So to get to those 3 or 4 times a year, just to film a load of content, and it costs £20 return to get to the Lego house. You've now got to go from. You can go from Stansted, which is still a bit of a pain in the backside. You could go from Heathrow. You've got 2 different airlines at Heathrow that will take you there, but they land like mid-afternoon, and then the flights home are awful. So you've got no choice but to now spend 2 nights over there because Ryanair now no longer do it, which is it's crap really, because Ryanair used to land you first thing in the morning. You could go to the Lego house for the full day and then fly home. It was really, really simple. So you landed at 9:30 in the morning and you took off at 9 p.m. at night. In that time frame, you could do either the Legoland Park or the Lego house. You could do then the full tour of the Lego house, pick up some exclusives from the Lego house, have an amazing experience in the museum bit, which changes yearly, but the bit at the front changes every quarter. So they'll do this animal thing. Then they'll have an Easter thing. They did do the ultimate brickhead at one point where somebody had every single brickhead ever all made up with the boxes behind them. And that was a full like walkthrough tour of every single one in order number, which was pretty cool. And then you got the Lego store over the road, Lego store in Lalandia, back to the airport in walking distance, mind. And then you get the Lego airport exclusives from the airport, fly home. So easy. I'm going to get the classic in March when I revisit the Lego store. Very nice. Very, very nice. So yeah, you can pick that up, David. Not a problem. That's a good idea to do because they've got lots of them in the Lego store to get. Obviously, one of them is going to be going this year, and we'll find out what one that is later on. John says, Madam Brick Together has the pirate. Yeah, the pirate does look very, very smart, I think. But yeah, Ultra Brick says there's ways. One Brick Dad said probably not get the pre-order. I've ordered the what is Bricktastic? What are you doing in 3 weeks? One Brick Stud, if you're still about. But let me know. I want to know what this is. Where is it? What is it? Is it some sort of show? Is something going on? Right, I've taken the supports off this. Let's just see how badly this ends up. Still, like I said, we will be attacking this royally, but so it's knackered. We know it's knackered at the top, which is fine. But is it going to get stuck on this loop again, or now I've made the loop a little bit wider, will it be okay? Absolute pile of turds. You know what? It can just stay there. It can just stay there. Shocking. In Manchester, I debated going, but the early tickets now. Oh, of course, you get early access, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, Roman bricks. Well, you're stuck upside down at the moment. So after all of that, this piece is not the problem. So we will we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Oh, the joys. So, yeah, not ideal, but I've seen some people advertising shows. I want to try and get to some this year. I need to start filming some more other stuff like I used to. It's quite nice to obviously get out, but I'm not very social, so. Right, that clips on. Oh, you bugger. Very nice. Oh, was that the problem? It was was it pulling over too far the other way? Oh, right, hang on then. That's feeling a little bit smoother, to be honest. And all I've done is take them off and put them back on. Right, we'll try that again. Right. Yeah, I know. Right, here we go. That is just annoying me, is what it's doing. Oh, my tip's just falling off. That's not very good. Right, we're going to get stuck again, or is it going to flop back on itself? Oh, so crashed into itself. There was a store last year at the convention. Oh, where I bought the Daily Bugle for $199, 70 square for $150. Oh, wow. Oh, that's why you want early bird access then, because you can because they do that at the one in Bristol, don't they? At the Steam. So it's a 2-day event. I did it a year or two ago, and you had some amazing things on sale, and they had a load of Winter Village stuff, like completely discontinued Winter Village stuff for cheap as well. So it's worth doing. So yeah. So that is, how was that hit that? When if I put it back on the track, look, it misses it. Everything's wrong. Everything's twisted. It's all it's actually pulling itself apart now. Right, I'm going to have it on the table. No, John, it worked fine until I dropped the GoPro camera on it. So the GoPro camera was all the way up here, and it fell off and it crushed everything below it. So we have done something, because I've rebuilt all of this. So this is now working again. And obviously it sits just in here, but I don't want to put it back because I'm going to have to, it's just easier for me to reach through. So the chain is far too much slack. So that needs to be tightened. So I'm going to do that on a different stream because I just don't have the patience to do that now. I can't believe my little tip has just fallen off the flipping handle. So I'm going to have to be hands and knees finding that later. Question is one brick stud. If you could only get one, what one would you get? That's the thing. What would you go for if you could only get one of them? What would you get if you could only get one? Because there is another company that do a coaster design, isn't there? They've used the same color red track. That's the only thing that's put me off. Because I'd like to. Yeah, I could retrack it in a different color, but then it's just extra expense. But what they've done is they've used like the red roller coaster layout and put a loop in it. Well, we are now royally stuck. Right, so that the counterweight works fine, so that's good. Right, one more time, and then I'm gonna give up and start looking at some more of the bits. Right. You can. It's on the table like that, so that's as. If it's fully on the table, then we'll see what it does. But it's coming round, coming round, coming round. Fantastic. Oh, that's it. I've killed them. I've killed it. That's it. Done. What we're going to do is we're just going to put it back. just going to put it there. We'll leave that there for now. Let's pretend that this whole hour and 20 minutes hasn't happened. We'll just pretend that this is okay. And when I've got the patience, I will take every single bit of track off, push every single thing back together, and then figure out exactly the one problem. And we'll go from there. It could be literally, it could be starting up here, to be fair. Okay, actually. Christ. Might be starting from up here. I need to took my eye out. There it is, gone. You see that? You see it fell? He smashed me in the face. That's true. Could do. Oh, I learned a fact today. I actually learned something. You know, on Back to the Future, you know, when he goes to see the DeLorean for the very, very first time, and it's called like Twin Trees or Twin Pike or something along those lines. When he gets back to that car park after coming back from the future, the name's changed, but it's changed to a single thing because during the film, he runs over a tree and it's where they built the shopping mall. There we go. See? There we go. So that's dangling about. But no, it's not. Oh, not ideal. Not ideal. Yeah, this is my doing though, John, to be honest. This is what makes it more frustrating, because it's me that did it. But that is at a vicious, very vicious angle, but it should feed it on. So just doesn't want to line up. It's all twisted, all horrible. Maybe we're going to start right from the tip of the top. We'll do that on the next stream, and I will get the instruct. We haven't got the instructions out yet, have I? But I could just call it the drop. I could just call it the drop. But no, I thought that was a very good spot by the person that spotted that from the original Back to the Future. Yeah, it's something along those lines, isn't it? Because it's just because the car goes through a pine tree. And that's it. All it changes is just the name, because it's where he went through the pine tree is where the thing was built. I thought, oh, there we go. Another fun fact: at the end of Back to the Future 3, Doc Brown goes off in his time-traveling train to Insiders Weekend 2025 to get the Willy Wonka set on times 4. Yeah, but if you bought it on ×4, would that mean you would get it on like ×8? That's the thing. But yes, Roaming Bricks, not exactly gone well. And yeah, I don't know if this will be a Disney problem or a Universal problem. It's not looking happy for itself, though, is it? Just hanging off. It's either falling off the track here, or it's actually getting stuck vertically in the loop. So One Brickster says, I prefer the X-Men. Oh, whoops! I prefer X-Men over Arkham. just broke the chain off. That's all I want to do is this. Oh no! What are you doing? Oh no! Well, I was going to do that anyway. That's fine. That's not what I wanted to do. Shall I show you my length? Now it's come off. Each individual one of these. That needs to be fed back now. It'll be fed all the way back through. Oh. Hang on. The balance out of my head now. I will be paying attention to you in a sec. There we go. One long length. So every single one of these links all need to be put back together. I think this is longer than the red one. It's got to go up so high, and then comes back down again. But you got the fatty on the bottom where it picks itself up. So there you go. Fun fact coming through that my loop coaster is now trackless. That's it. Fantastic. We've done. I think I've caused more damage this evening than what it was like at the start. But everybody that's liked the video so far, thank you very much indeed. Don't forget, we've got the big live stream later on at 8 p.m. going over all the bits and pieces for FOMO Friday to make people panic about all those Lego sets that are retiring halfway through the year. And of course, we'll have a quick look at the new arrivals and if you're going to pick them up now on double points, if you're going to wait to a sale, yada, 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 yada. But the X-Men Mansion, let's have a quick look then. So what we'll do, let's have a look at some of the sets that you guys are thinking of getting this year. So X-Men Mansion is up on the list because I'm not going to touch this anymore. So this has been as always, a very spontaneous, random stream, which we love the look of. So we know that this is shown off this evening. It is available in a couple of different places, though, isn't it? I think. So where else? Is it in Smith's? Have they got? Did they get this or not? They did. Right. So Smiths do have this at the moment, but I don't know if it's going to be exclusive to them. Does anybody own this? Does anybody have this? This is actually one of the things that Jay has actually built and added to his display. So this is in this one. So this is on the list for One Brick Stud. The actual photos themselves don't do it justice because it's not as dingy and dark as this. But I don't know how easy it is to move because my big concern was you've got the long length rod. So I'm assuming what you can actually do is you can just split it 3 ways, and that's why it's on the long length. And then you can just pick it up as 3 individual 16 by 32s. I'm assuming that's what it is. Yeah, I agree with that. I haven't got it either. Hoarder 66 says same Ultra doesn't seem worth it. No, I don't have this. The price made me clench a little bit. It looks impressive though, but it is just pricey. Because what you get? You get 10. You do get a high brick count and also the minifigures. That's where the money is. The minifigures are a lot of money. Because that's what you've got to think of the whole package. But you're paying Marvel tax. You're paying Disney tax, aren't you? That's the thing. You're paying that extra money for the joys of Disney. Which sucks, but it is what it is. It is what it is with that. So you've just got to take it and hope for the best, haven't you? That's all you can do. Arkham. Because Arkham, what's Arkham? Arkham's slightly cheaper, isn't it? It's £20 less for Arkham. £20 less. What's a minifigure count on it? I've just read it. I've just read that Arkham has 65 stickers, by the way. 65 stickers Arkham has. Good grief. Well, this is it. So there's a poll running in the 8 p.m. live stream already, and it asks, I think the question is something of like, when are you going to try and get one of the sets that are retiring? Would you get it as soon as possible on the next double points, wait for a good sale if possible, or risk it for the Insiders weekend? And if it's not up there, then that is actually that is the question. So what it's going to be. I've got it already written down. I have seen people make it slightly larger, and of course, we were looking at the extended version of Arkham yesterday, but it was a huge amount of stuff. Oh, see, that's the thing. If you can get them from the pab, you are absolutely laughing. Because it's not often they do the coloured stuff. You can get the greys. I've managed to pick up some grey ones, and I have got some white. I managed to get a load of white ones at one point, and that is a bargain and a half when you can pick them up. You like the Professor X? Yeah. So because of course this came with the giveaway. And it didn't go on back order, and it took the giveaway was still available for quite a while in store as well. So yeah, it was a fruity time for people with regards to just wanting to pick those up. But yeah, it's just when and what. So is there anything else that anybody wants to take a look at? Because I will start to wrap things up in probably the next 15 minutes, and then we'll get ready for this evening's live stream. Because obviously after seeing all the stuff in a sale last night, there was no sale prices of Marvel DC. 1044. Now this was the set. Here it is coming. This was the gift. Does anybody have this? Because what a set this is. Good figures, good station, good train. I know. Did you see the extended version of Arkham yesterday? Hang on. Who was that? Was it the Brick Post? I think, wasn't it? If I remember rightly. I think. Yes, it was. This thing. So it's about £150 worth of individual pieces, not obviously from the PAB, but if you can get it from the PAB wall, you are living the dream. But that's what this is. I actually really very much like that. I think I would be stupid enough to do it, but I just got to prioritize the other stuff. Because I would actually, out the two, if I had to, I would get, if I could only get one, I would go Arkham over X out the two personally, but it's only because I'm Team DC. So I prefer the older DC stuff to the Marvel bits and pieces. But of course, this looks incredible. But it's about £150 worth. Oh, so, okay, I misread that yesterday. So it's £10 for the instructions, and it's £150 in pieces. So it's another 1,591 bits. So, but it says if sourced properly, could cost around 150 pieces, £150. So I wonder if they're talking Bricklink or if they're talking the Lego website. But it's on a 32 by 32. It's a wading area specifically designed for Killer Croc, a watchtower, a small armory, and some riot gear, all situated on another 32 by 32 base plate. It sits nicely below Arkham set, but could easily be a standalone project. Yeah, I would like that. I would like to do that. I think this is beautiful. I think it's a very clever thing. Hang on. I've got 3 Lego tabs open now at the moment, so I can see your questions coming in. I'm just getting everything up and ready. So Arkham is on back order, and it's going to be shipped by points wise. It's at the moment 4,320 points. So I think that's about 29 quid. That's about £29 you get back in points, I think. With some quick calculations, if I've done the formula right, no, double it, because it's double points, it's 41. So I was miles off. Or am I miles off? No, hang on. 27. Yeah, I said 26. 27. There we go. So my mathematics were right on that one. I'm learning. So there's a formula for double points. So it's £27 in points. So that's if you get it on double points at the moment, but it is on back order. And then you spend another 100 odd quid doing the mock, which I wonder if there's any others. I wonder if there's any others like this, but I would want this. I think this is really, this is very theme parky. Does that make sense? Could you imagine me doing like a standalone display around this? I could have it as a swimming pool. I could just be horrible and just have everybody swimming around in the green slime and sludge. Yeah, I do believe it is. I think so. Because single point you get 5% back, and double point you get 10% off. I think it's that percentage. It's not 20% off. But yes, it's 10% back in pounds. So, but yeah, Arkham, as it stands now, it's double. It's 27 rather than it being 17. So, yeah, this does look smart. But we'll be covering all of these bits and pieces that are going to be retiring at 8 o'clock. This is on the chopping block. This is on the list. But I think this does look very smart. But I don't know, also at the same time, I don't know whether, if I ever did it, is it worth the money? Does that look nice as a full-blown project, or is it just like, actually, probably not? Does it make the set look better, or does it take it away? So Double Points is running until Sunday. Double Points kicked off midnight Wednesday night. So 1 minute into Thursday morning, it was live and ready to go. And this was the set that has just been found, gifted. And what a fantastic set this looks like as well, with all of the different minifigures on there. Obviously, train station, got all the track. Really very nice, this. Of course, you've even got a small build of the actual train as well for the Disney Railroad. All the nice little stickers and things. If you're a big Disney fan, you would know exactly what this is representing. If you're a big Disney fan, you know exactly what one this is all about. But the box artwork looks really nice as well. Because if I remember rightly, the train was out of action for ages in Florida, I think. I think it was out of action for ages in Florida. Yeah, so it's Double Points until Sunday. And then you've got pre-orders that are available for March in this Double Point thing. So you've got options, basically. You have got options of what you're thinking of doing. But the new sets, so I'll just recap, because this is the stuff that I won't cover later on. So I'll just recap this for everybody. So the new bus is not on not available for pre-order, nor is the 2 brickheads or the upscale. The clogs, I'm afraid, are not. The flower wall, weirdly, is available from the 1st. So I am assuming you will get Double Points on this. They're just not doing a pre-order because it's available. This is a 1st of Feb set. So the 1st of Feb is Sunday, but it says coming soon to the general public on the 4th. But of course, if you're signed in, you get Double Points because it is available on the 1st of February. 1st of February falls on the Sunday, which means you would qualify for this set. And it would also include the Penguins in Love with ×2 points. So there's a lot of new sets coming out within a ×2 points window. Normally they don't do that. So yeah, we've had a few of those now. So you've got the pre-order for the branches, pre-order for Winnie the Pooh, Sunflower Bouquet. That's another new one I think that's come out today. And again, you're entitled to your Double Points on this if you're thinking of doing that kind of thing. I mean, like I said, I've only ever done it once as a test. I did it with the Natural History Museum, and it arrived early. So yeah, it arrived early for me. But yeah, there's some stuff on, obviously, on here that you can order right now with extra points. You have got the new train ride with Grandpa Pig. So if you're into your Duplo stuff and you're setting up a Peppa Pig land, for example, this is a nice looking thing if you wanted that kind of set, which is nice. Then you've got the new tractor and market. So you could pre-order some of the Peppa Pig stuff, and they would give you the giveaway. There's no Duplo giveaway running at the moment, so you would just get the larger one, which would be handy to keep hold of until the little one grows up in a few years' time. But you've got the full crew on that one. There's been another Sprout somewhere. So there's no idea where they've appeared from. Couldn't tell you who any of those are. George must be there somewhere. 2+, 8 4-pieces under the Peppa Pig. And there's Peppa Pig lands opening up everywhere as well, isn't there? So yeah, there's all sorts of stuff going on with those. And then there's your Schumacher. Now we know Schumacher is also going to Smith's, so you've got the option again: Double Points giveaway or wait for a sale. Hoarder 66 says trying to get parts that you just don't get when buying Star Wars. Oh right, okay. So Hoarder 66, primarily a Star Wars collector and a mock builder. I'm taking some downtime for a decent Star Wars set to buy good idea. Maybe a cheap 3-in-1 and speed champions to go up the parts collection to give me more options. Yeah, that's it. While mocking, that's a good idea because I think a lot of people that do the mocks look specifically for high brick count sets with a good selection of elements. And you obviously for yourself though, if you're going to be using those elements in a Star Wars field, you're going to have to get the correct color. So I'm assuming you're doing a lot of grays, you're doing a lot of greens and browns and then tan. So it depends on what mock you're currently doing, but maybe like the DeLorean, for example, might be a good thing to go for. The Speed Champions stuff is they're on a purge this year for Speed Champions. Loads of the Speed Champions stuff disappears this year. So yeah, we'll be taking a look at all of those. All the pre-orders are still available for everything. Don't forget, all the Smart Play we know that's going to Smiths. This is the correct color, I guess, for Star Wars. Not that you can do too much with it, but yeah, you've got loads of Speed Champions vehicles. You've got the larger educational pieces, or getting yourself to a Lego store. That'd be the best thing to do to get your parts. Yeah, so if you can get into a Lego store and just pick up loads of those in the correct color, you'll be absolutely fine. But yeah, when it comes to the mocking side of stuff, it is very much a case of see what you can do and what you can crack on with. That's the best thing. That's the best thing that I can suggest. That's the best thing I could go for. Right, guys, we're in the poll, and I've got a lot of prep work to do for the 8 o'clock stream. So if you're about, myself and Jay will be live at 8 p.m. The stream chat is already up and live. So if you guys want to carry on talking to yourselves there, then obviously feel free. I will join in when I can. And yeah, we'll see exactly what's on this list of discontinuation, and we'll basically wait and see. So I'll let you guys and girls say goodbye to each other, and I will catch up with everybody. So see you all soon. So I will catch up with everybody later on. We will be repairing this either in the morning, or it can wait until Sunday because it's offended me that much. So we'll wait and see what happens. So guys, I'll catch up with you all soon. Take it easy, everybody. Ta-da.